I should have stayed in bed. That's what I keep thinking, replaying the morning in my head like it's a movie I can't pause. Nothing about today feels normal. Even the air in my apartment tastes stale, like something's rotting behind the drywall. My name's Ben Travis, 28, and until 3 days ago I was pretty sure the worst thing that could happen on a Monday was missing the trash pickup. But today, there's something in the air, and it's not just the smell. First thing, I open my window for some fresh air. Across the street, there's a military van parked at the curb. Big, white, with tinted windows. It's been there since last night. I noticed it because it blocked my friend Denise's Prius. She texted me around 3 a.m., annoyed, asking if I'd seen whose it was. I hadn't. It's still there, humming, engine idling. I tell myself it's probably nothing. Maybe the National Guard got a contract for local security, but we live in a boring, dead-end suburb in Jersey. The only thing that happens here is lawn disputes and PTA meetings. That van doesn't belong. I leave my window open and start the coffee, brushing crumbs off the kitchen counter, wishing I could scrub the weirdness away with them. Down the hall, someone coughs, long and wet, followed by the slam of a door. It echoes. I've never been so aware of my neighbors. I catch my own reflection in the microwave, hair a mess, and smile, but it feels fake. There's a spot of something red on the outside of my door. It looks like a smear of ketchup, but I know it isn't. I think about touching it, but I don't. My heart is thumping, and I don't know why. There's a group of kids across the street, waiting for the school bus, except the bus doesn't come. I watch them shuffle their feet and stare at their phones. One of them looks up at the van, then at my window. We make eye contact. The kid shrugs and mouths something, but I can't hear. He looks scared. The military van is still there. The door opens. A soldier in full gear steps out, helmet on, gun strapped across his chest. He glances up and down the street, and then closes the door again, like he was just checking. None of this makes sense. I grab my phone and scroll Twitter. People are tweeting about strange symptoms and weird emergency alert noises. I see a trending hashtag, stay inside. Someone posted a video from downtown. A crowd running, police shouting, people coughing up blood. I close the app. My thumb is shaking. I try to call Denise, but her phone rings until it goes to voicemail. I call my mom. She doesn't answer either. My group chat, me, Denise, and my best friend Tyler, is usually full of memes and dumb arguments about football. Today it's dead quiet, except for one message from Tyler. Bro, do not open the door if someone knocks. I mean it. Shit is crazy here. I start to reply, but before I can type, my phone buzzes again. Power going out here. Ben, don't answer the door for anyone. Call me when you can. I laugh, but it's not funny. My hands feel cold. The lights in my apartment flicker. I check the Wi-Fi. It's gone. I turn on the TV, hoping for something, anything. There's a news anchor, but she looks terrified, stammering through a script. Local authorities are urging everyone to remain inside and not answer the door for anyone, regardless of circumstances. The power cuts out mid-sentence. Now I'm just sitting in the dark. My stomach growls, and I realize I haven't eaten since last night. I go to the fridge, but I freeze. There's a shadow at my door. Someone knocks, soft at first, then harder. I back away. My mind races. Did Tyler send someone? Is it Denise? I want to call out, but I don't. I just stand there, breath held, heart pounding, and the knocking goes on, steady as a metronome. It stops. I hear shuffling, then footsteps moving away. I look through the peephole, but no one's there. I go back to the window and see the soldier again, now talking into a radio, his face pale, gloved hands shaking. The kids across the street are gone, but one of their backpacks is lying on the sidewalk. Red smears. Blood. Lead away from it, toward the alley behind the building. Something clicks. This isn't just a bad day, or a weird flu, or some freak accident. Something is happening, and it's getting closer. I lock my door, deadbolt and chain, and shove my couch up against it just in case. I close all the blinds, unplug everything, and grab the baseball bat from under my bed. It feels heavy, real, and cold. I sit on the floor, back against the couch, and try to breathe. Outside, I hear sirens, shouting, then silence. My phone vibrates one more time, a message from an unknown number. Do not answer the door. That's it. Just those words. I think about Denise, about Tyler, about my mom. I think about all the things I should have said, should have done, how stupid I am for not leaving when I had the chance. But it's too late now. The world is changing and I can feel it right through the floorboards. Something is off. Something is wrong. I just hope if I survive the night, I'll tell you the rest. But for now, I wait. And I don't answer the door. The sound that wakes me is different. It's not the gentle knock from before, not someone just trying to get in. It's fists, pounding, frantic, and too desperate to be normal. I sit up, my neck stiff from sleeping against the couch, the baseball bat gripped so tight my fingers are numb. For a moment I wonder if it's all a dream. But there's another bang. Then a voice, shaky and raw. Ben, please, let me in. It's Denise. My heart stops. I should jump up, throw open the door, let her inside. But Tyler's warning plays on loop in my head. Don't answer the door for anyone. My eyes flick to the peephole. It's her. Same hoodie, same worried eyes, same streak of blue hair. But there's something off. Her face is pale, jaw clenched. There's blood on her sleeve. She bangs again, softer this time, and slumps against the door. Ben, please, I'm not like them. I saw what happened. You have to let me in, please. My hands shake as I reply, voice cracking. Denise, what happened? Why are you bleeding? She cries. I try to help someone. I thought they were just sick, but then Ben, please. There's people in the street, and some of them, they're not normal. They're breaking windows, chasing people. I ran. Please open the door. I look around my apartment, suddenly hyper-aware of how alone I am. But everything in me wants to open that door. Instead, I slide down against the wall, fighting tears, trying to think. There's more noise now. Screams outside, shattering glass, the bark of a dog cut short by something wet and final. I grit my teeth. If Denise really needs help, I can't just leave her. And I hesitate. The soldier outside is gone. The military van has its doors thrown open, supplies spilled out on the sidewalk. A body is lying in the street, face hidden, limbs bent at angles that shouldn't be possible. People are running, but not away. They're chasing each other, grabbing, biting. I see one guy, bald, no shirt, leap onto a neighbor's back and tear at him like a wild animal. Blood sprays the pavement. My phone buzzes. Tyler again. But this time it's a video message. His voice is frantic. Ben, dude, the news is lying. They're not sick, they're dead. They get back up and they're not themselves. If you see blood, run. I'm coming to you. Don't open the door for anyone until you see me. The TV flickers back on for a second, powered by something, maybe a backup generator. The emergency broadcast is looping. Stay inside. Do not answer the door. Do not attempt to assist anyone who appears injured or ill. It repeats, mechanical and cold. I peek through the peephole again. Denise is gone. In her place, a smear of blood trailing down the hallway carpet. I want to be sick. There's another knock, softer now, slower. I don't look. I just back away, staring at my phone, waiting for Tyler's next message, praying for anything that feels normal. That's when I hear the scratching, not at my door, but the window this time. I crawl over, careful, peeking through the edge of the blinds. There's a woman outside, her nightgown soaked and dirty, hair stuck to her face. She's pawing at the glass, eyes wild, mouth moving silently. Behind her, the street is chaos. People fighting, bodies on the ground, some crawling, some getting back up. No sirens now, no police. Just the sound of hell breaking loose. Something clicks inside me. It's not about being a good person anymore. The world outside my door is gone. I drag the fridge in front of the kitchen window, block it with a chair, stack books in the gaps. My hands are bleeding, but I don't care. Every shadow, every creak, every cry outside feels like a countdown. I think of my mom, her house an hour away, wondering if she's safe, if she's still her. I think about Tyler, out there somewhere, fighting his way through. I think about Denise, and what might have happened in the hallway. Another message buzzes, this time from an unknown number. If you hear them, do not respond. Stay quiet. Do not answer. I mute my phone, back into the bathroom, and sit in the tub, knees up to my chest, bat ready. I stare at the door, at the sliver of light underneath, and I wait. The screams get louder, then quieter, then stop. The silence is worse than the noise. The world isn't just sick, it's dead. And it's walking around outside, knocking on doors, looking for someone stupid enough to answer. And I realize I'm not waiting for help anymore. I'm waiting to see how long I can last before someone or something breaks through. I'm Ben Travis, and this is what's left of my story. If you're hearing this, don't answer the door. Whatever's out there, it isn't your friend anymore. The third night is when I finally lose track of time. Hunger makes my head foggy. My apartment smells like sweat, panic, and the old pizza box I stuffed behind the couch weeks ago. I stopped checking the clock because the power's out for good now, and my phone battery's hanging on at 6%. Outside, it's quiet in that way you only get after a disaster. Not peaceful, but tense, like the world is holding its breath and waiting for the next mistake. I don't remember falling asleep, but I wake to pounding at my back door, hard enough to shake the glass. My bat's across my lap, and for a second I think I'm dreaming. Then I hear my name. Ben? It's Tyler. Open up, bro, please. My whole body goes cold. I want to believe it's him. I want to believe everything's okay and he somehow made it. But Denise was at my door too, or whatever was left of her. I drag myself to the kitchen, bat raised, and peek through the window. It's Tyler. Same goofy grin, same red flannel, his hand pressed bloody to the glass. He looks desperate. Ben. Man, they're everywhere. I made it. I just need a place to crash for a second. He rattles the door handle, pleading. Come on, dude, please. Every instinct screams at me to let him in. We've been friends since we were 7. He was at my dad's funeral. He's the guy I called when I totaled my first car. But now I notice his eyes. They're too wide, darting around. His grin's frozen, twitching at the edges. There's blood smeared up his arm, and his leg looks twisted. He pounds again, this time with his fist. Come on, Ben, don't be a jerk. Don't leave me out here. I'm your best friend. Don't you remember? The words are right, but the voice is just a little off. I freeze, torn between fear and loyalty. My stomach turns. I want to believe he's safe. But deep down, I know the world's changed and there's no going back. I close my eyes, swallow hard, and back away from the door. I can't do it. If I let him in, I might be letting it in too. He keeps knocking, louder, angrier, and finally starts screaming my name. I slide to the floor, cover my ears, and sob until he stops. The knocking fades, replaced by shuffling footsteps. When I finally look, he's gone, but bloody handprints streak the glass. I feel something inside me break. I'll never forgive myself. Or maybe I will. Maybe that's just what it takes to stay alive now. The silence doesn't last. An hour later, something slams into the main hallway window, smashing it. I grab the bat and crouch by the bathroom, heart in my throat. A woman's voice calls out, weak, "Please let me in, they're after me." I recognize the voice. Mrs. Callahan from 2 floors up. Sweet old lady, always left cookies by the mailbox. I grit my teeth, shut my eyes, and stay silent. There's a thud, a sick, wet sound, then dragging footsteps down the hall. I don't move. I don't breathe. The line between being good and being dead is razor thin now. I'm not even sure I know where it is anymore. When things go quiet, I slip out and check my barricades. The couch is still blocking the door. Fridge is jammed against the window. Every cupboard's empty, but I find a half-eaten protein bar in my gym bag and chew it down like it's steak. My hands are shaking so bad I nearly drop it. A few hours later, the fire alarm goes off. Smoke pours in through the vents. Someone must have started a fire, maybe on purpose, maybe by accident. Doesn't matter. My lungs burn, but I can't open the door. Not yet. Through the peephole, I see shadows, then flames licking the edges of the carpet in the hallway. Something in me snaps. I grab my backpack, shove the bat inside, and bolt for the fire escape. My legs are jelly. I stumble, nearly fall. The hallway's filled with smoke, screams, and the sound of someone pounding on doors, begging to be let in. I keep my eyes on the floor, step over a body, someone I knew, maybe, and force myself down the stairs. On the street, the world's unrecognizable. Cars abandoned, sirens blaring in the distance, figures staggering in the smoke. Some of them shuffle, arms out, mouths open like they're calling for help. But I know better now. I keep my head down, moving fast, trying not to breathe too deep. I duck behind a dumpster as 2 of them, used to be neighbors maybe, lurch past. One has half a face, the other's dragging a broken leg. They don't notice me. Not yet. My backpack's digging into my shoulders. My lungs feel like they're on fire, but I keep moving. There's nowhere to go, not really, just away. Away from home, away from what's left of my friends, away from the person I was 3 days ago. I cross the parking lot, step over broken glass and blood, and make it to the edge of the highway. The sun's coming up, but it doesn't feel like a new day. Feels like an ending. I stop, take one last look at my old apartment building as the top floor bursts into flames. Smoke blots out the sky. My hands are cut up, my legs ache, and every step feels like it costs something I can't get back. I walk down the highway, not hopeful, not doomed, just different. Whatever rules there were, for life, for death, for friendship, none of them matter now. I keep my eyes forward. I don't answer the door, not ever again, and I don't look back.